Shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites, and we've been called to come out here week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, aka America. Alright, and first and foremost, turn Do Not Disturb on. First and foremost, you're going to say, Kawaimu, Ho, Washimi, Haushai, Bashimha, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and GMS that do rule and teach well. Alright, time. So, today, I'm really in the mood to kind of hit these articles. A lot of stuff going on in the news. You know, you got an invasion currently going on in Haiti. I got news about New York City overestimating its infrastructure costs, which we really know is corruption. Right? We know we got Hatians flooding southern Florida. Right? I got another article about how the police have seized like 6,000 illegal guns on the train tracks. So we'll go into all that today. I also got stuff, some kind of history about FEMA. You know, if there's time, I'll get into that. But I think we'll just start off with some general current events. So this is, let's see if this comes up. This is naturalnews.com. We'll go here, naturalnews.com. What was that? Wesley Curry, the market at 10. I have no idea what you're talking about. The Omni Mark. The fuck is an Omni Mark, bro? You making up shit, dude. There's no such thing as an Omni Mark. You have the mark of the beast. That's Revelation the 13th chapter. You go into Revelation the 13th chapter, you go into the word mark. It goes into Karagma, and you go back Karax. It goes to an incision, bro. That's the microchip going into your right hand or your forehead. That's not talking about no Omni Mark. The mark of the 10 is a prophecy. Jesus Christ. Yo, do yourself a favor, bro, and get off my live, right? Just do yourself a quick favor and get off my live, for real, bro. You making up stuff, bro. I have no idea where you Christians find this stuff. The mark of the 10 horns. That's not talking about it. It's not talking about that, bro. That goes into America, NATO, and the EU. That's the 7 heads and the 10 horns, man. I have no idea where you guys get this stuff from. Oh my gosh. As soon as I start, you guys hop on with this garbage. So, naturalnews.com. Pittsburgh police will no longer respond to emergencies that are not in progress. You're on your own. Unless a resident is facing an in-progress emergency, the Pittsburgh Police Department will no longer respond to 911 calls due to staffing challenges, shocking new reports indicate. Alright, it's not gonna be, what is this? Jesus Christ, this guy, I pray only to you that these words are faith from you, Jesus. Put in that Satan's worshiper's mouth the taste of honey, and this, dude, you're a bug out. I'm gonna boot you, bro. No, actually, I'm not gonna boot you. I'm not gonna boot you because I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I'm gonna let you rock out, bro. But oh my gosh, I could explain that right now. Oh my god, dude. Jesus, right? Which, number one, their real name is not Jesus, right? That's Greek shit. You guys literally made that shit up. All right, Jesus. The letter J wasn't even around back then, so how could his name be Jesus? That's number one. You know, you guys came up with that. Number one, he was in Israel, right? You now have a miracle of Jesus, dude. You gotta be a bot, bro. bro. You gotta be a bot. There's no way you're a real person behind the camera, bro. Behind like on your computer, bro. But we're gonna explain this to you, man. I'm not gonna explain it to you. I'm just gonna explain it for edification's sake, bro. I have no idea where you come up with this stuff. So this is the book of Man, yeah, we can start here. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 2. Surely I am more brutish than any man and have not the understanding of a man. I have neither learned wisdom nor have knowledge of the holy. Who have ascended into heaven or descended, who have gathered the wind up in his fist, who have gathered the waters in a garment, who established all the ends of the earth. What is his name, right? The Lord's name. And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? That should tell you right there that they're two different entities, bro. I have no idea where you people get this stuff from. You gotta be a bot, dude. You heard the words of your God 2 times. I am the man Jesus gave his dove. Yo, bro, you're bugged out, bro. Listen, dude, you have a way too high view of yourself. Oh man, we're gonna go into it, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. You're a bug out, bro. You gotta be a bot. Dude, where do you even come from with this stuff, bro? This is the book of Matthew 24 and 8 of the 10 and I saw verse 10, Matthew 24 and 10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. Bro, you're a false prophet, bro. You're straight up a false prophet. Yo, you got that stuff from Satan, bro. That voice was Satan. Bro, you're Satan, bro. You're getting that stuff from Satan. I told a vision from Jesus every day for 8 years in the streets of Chicago. All right, man, I'm gonna check out your channel, man. I'm gonna check out your channel, bro. I know you ain't been out there like that, bro. You're street capping, bro. All right. Verse 11, verse 12, actually, no. Let me see here. Yeah, this is the book of Matthew 24 and 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets. They shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that for if possible they shall deceive the very elect. And Lord willing, I am the elect, bro. Your garbage that you're coming up with on my page right now, that ain't deceiving me, bro. No one's being deceived by you, bro. Like no one's buying that garbage, you know? You're saying that voice was Satan, now you're calling me Satan. You heard the words of your God 2 times. You're trying to tell me that you're God? Give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a fucking break, alright? You're no God, you're just some random nigga on my comment board. And it's true, I am not a prophet, I am a teacher. The prophets never used to. Yo, you're out of your mind, dude. Straight up. Like, I have no, lay off the weed, dude. I don't know what you're taking, but like, you need to stop taking that shit, dude. Like, number one, the true prophets of the Lord would not be saying that stuff like, oh, using the name Jesus Christ, man. I say in the Mark 10, you don't even have the right breakdowns, bro. Bad, boom, boom, the mark of the 10, the black death, warge of all hell, the prophecies. Where do you get this stuff from, man? Yo, you're literally out of your mind. I'm not gonna deal with you anymore, man. I am not talking to you no more. I don't know who the other guy is. I don't know if that's a brother or not. You know, but I guess both of you like that. I don't know if that's your friend you brought back up in here or something. I have no idea, but you're a troll, bro. You're either a troll or you're just out of your mind, dude. Now back into this article, because you're literally wasting my time. I already broke that down to you, man. The mark of the beast ain't talking about no damn mark of the 10. I don't even know where you get this stuff from, man. You're making up breakdowns. So back into this article, right? Pittsburgh police will no longer respond to emergencies that are not in progress. You are on your own, right? The type of calls 911 calls Pittsburgh police will have to ignore from now on. Include reports of theft, harassment, burglary alarms. Such calls will be routed to a special telephone recording unit where residents can file reports over the phone rather than in person. All right, so because of staff cuts, you know, the Pittsburgh police is now cutting down on calls they're actually gonna respond to, right? And this is stuff that's gonna come down here to New York City too, which has already happened to New York City. Down here, there's already, you know, lacks of you know, police. You know, the whole defund the police movement and all that. You know, we already see that. Now the police are patrolling the train stations along with the National Guard. That means the police are going to be somewhere else. You know, people are getting assaulted at like 1 a.m. on the way to work. And the police ain't there to help them. Those stores, you know, stores have been complaining, retail stores, that for the police wait times for when they want to call the cops on a robbery, they be taking like 12 minutes on average, about 8 to 12 minutes. You wait 8 to 12 minutes, the perp already stole your shit and he's in a car and he's miles away. You know, he ran away. He's gone. Right? Another planned cut is desk officers which will no longer be on site on the city's 6 police stations between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. Also, just 20 police officers will be available total for overnight shifts covering the entire city of Pittsburgh. According to Pittsburgh Police Chief Larry Scarrato, I don't know how to say that shit. Right? The changes might sound scary, but residents need not worry. The city's limited resources will leave overnight shifts at a bare minimum. The daytime policing will remain the same. Oh, you need to have, bro, you're out of your mind, bro. I have a King James Bible. I always have a King James Bible, bro. I always come out with the King James. You're just playing around, man. You're a straight up troll on my comment board. Like, get yourself a life, man. You're telling me get yourself a King James Bible. I've had one for years. Get yourself a life and get off my comment board, right? Oh my gosh. There's not any data to support us having our zones manned by personnel 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., Scarrato said. For the very one-off instance, I can't make an exception. Data said that from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., we had 8% of our call volume. Yeah, we had 33% of our personnel working during those periods of time. And this is just the beginning of the end. You know, it's just going to get to a point where the police ain't going to be out here like that. Angels lead that man during the time he's on his toy TV. Then when he's done doing his magic, return. Dude, I'm tempted just to remove you off my page, man. Like, I don't think we're allowed to do that. I think that was probably say I'm off for kicking someone off my page, but honestly, I'm getting tempted because you're just coming out here with random stuff. You're gonna get bored eventually, but I'm just gonna ignore you. You're just making up breakdowns, man. I don't know who the other guy is that you had on here. I don't know if that's your friend or you signed up with 2 computers or something, but bro, you're sad, bro. You're sad. So despite Scarrato's reassurances, the Pittsburgh Police Officers Union is not so sure these policy changes are a good idea. Union President Barr Swartz-Welder warned that the change could violate contract provisions resulting from overcommitment and under-resourcing. Right? The staffing plan designed by police command is a direct response to a seriously understaffed police department. Swartz-Welder said in the statement, only time will tell if the plans will work, the plan works. Well, the chief will need to pivot and modify his plan quickly. Right? So the FOP, which I think represents like the police department or whatever, will be watching carefully for any contract violations that develop, especially during the non-emergency events coming up as St. Patrick's Day parades, long concerts, July 4th, etc., etc. The FOP believes that the police department is seriously overcommitted, under-resourced. All right, so it's already brought out, you know, that was a result of all that, you know, Black Lives Matter protests, defund the police shit. You know, now the police are mad. You know, crime goes down and it takes them 12 minutes to come by. Let's see here. This guy right here should not split a center. Reference me. Alright. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. And 14. Right? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? And the swords is the modern day gun. You know, people don't fight with swords nowadays, unless we're talking about like the UK, you know, then they still fight with knives and shit. But down here, you know, the modern day sword is the firearm. And even in the UK, guys still have firearms to still shoot. Jesus Christ shall send me to visit each and every one of you in the flesh. Dude, are you a IUCPK, dude? So I'll bring the vision from Jesus Christ when I visit you. Dude, where are you from, bro? You're out of your mind, bro. Oh my gosh, you bug outs, bro. If I was allowed to, I'd boot you from my live chat, but I don't think the other apostles would really approve of that, you know. But I have no idea where you guys come with this stuff. Jesus Christ sent me to visit every last one of you. This shall happen after a bad boom goes boom in Chicago. Yo, you're out of your mind, bro. Okay, finally you left. Oh my gosh. Right, so this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15, right? Verse 16. I'm gonna make a video about that one, man. That shit is funny, bro. Damn. For there shall be sedition among men, evading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Exactly, and that's what's gonna happen. These police, they're being moved around, you know. Down here, like always talked about, you got the National Guard over here, the train stations, which, you know, I see the police all the time around here, right? Which, you know, around here is kind of like a hotbed for a lot of these illegals to be sneaking around at. It used to be really bad, like a few months ago, like they would be out here, like begging for money and shit, and just kind of like crowding the area and just kind of fucking, I don't even know what they're doing, standing around or whatever. But they moved them. I think they moved them to someplace else. I know that the main place they'd be coming from is 42nd. So, but the Wadi Al Bashim Yal Shah, I don't have to go to school no more because then I would be caught up in this shit. You know? I bring the vision from Jesus Christ when I visit you. You ain't visiting shit, dude. You ain't visiting nobody, bro. You come by me, I'm gonna rebuke you in person. That's gonna happen. Nah, you just come around me and I'm just gonna bring out the same scriptures I'm bringing out to you now and just bring them out to you in person. Right? Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Exactly. So, you know, this is all a pretense of what's going to happen. Pittsburgh is lowering their police volume. New York has already been shifting and moving their police around, and hey, eventually it's going to be no police. You know, when martial law comes down in this country, there's going to be no police. People are going to be calling the cops, and the cops are going to come help you. They ain't going to do nothing. The cops are going to be fighting against the people. They're going to be killing the people. You know, posse comitatus is going to be revoked. You know, the American rule of law is going to be done away with. You know, because when you have martial law, the military takes over the executive branch. You know, so whoever's the presiding military commander of the particular city, he's gonna take command, and his law is gonna be the rule of law. And pretty much when you go into it, civilian courts, if the civilian courts are not unable to do their job, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna bring in the whoever is on our pages. You know, military tribunals, all this stuff is going to be coming down, man. And as you already know, this is all talking about, you know, Jacob's trouble with everything I'm bringing out here, which is coming very soon. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, which the power was of the lead. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, and Ezra is saying this, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Because Ezra, he had, you know, Lord put in his spirit that he knew that he was going to be around these times. You know, that's why he said that. You know, Ezra didn't know the exact time, but this goes and shows you that reincarnation is a real thing, because Ezra died, you know, but he knew that he was going to be around in these times. He knew it was in a later date, right? Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? Amendment means something to make a change, right? But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You know, and that's what it is. These events that you see, you know, terror attacks, crimes and shit, they're sent to be as a scourge for amendment, something to change the mind and in the direction of this country. But the people never listen. You know, they just continue on with their wickedness. They continue on with the wicked holidays and the unclean food and the, you know, the adultery, the idolatry. You know, they cast away the ceremonial law. They cast away the moral law. There's no morals in this country. Morals are at a decline in this country. Everything in this country is at a decline, man. I think, you know, I'm pretty sure it's Isaiah 24 that will walk you through all that, how this country is falling apart. It's even to the point where this has been coming for a long time, but Western entertainment, Western made media has been on a steep decline since, man, arguably, shit, maybe like the 2016s. You know, the whole so-called woke movement or whatever, which all that stuff is just ridiculous. And it's not about, you know, black people at all. It's just about, you know, showing and representing all these people of color. It's actually disrespectful when you think about it, you know? So it's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 20. For all these things, they shall not turn away from the wickedness, they'll be over his mind for the scourges. The whole ritual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right, and that's what's going on right now. The people, you know, you got these, you can still buy food right now, even though rituals are not cheap. Rituals mean food. You know, you can still buy food. You can still go to the grocery store, but soon, you know, the price is going to be so high, and things are just going to get worse and worse and worse. And these grocery stores are going to continue to close down. That these famines and things are just going to continue to grow out here. You know, and they're going to start pushing out these different meat alternatives and all this different shit. Right? Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish the famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right? And there shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, and the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Exactly. So the city is going to be cast down, you know, including this city that you know we're in right here, New York City. New York City is this close to becoming a hellscape, you know. Yesterday I talked about how the city, you know, Adams, you know, is going to be moving away. Eric Adams is going to be taking away the 30-day, you know, migrant limit, where they can stay inside a shelter 30 days, then be applied to a different shelter. He's going to take that shit away and deny that to certain people, you know. So then these guys are just going to be out on the street, and what do you think they're going to do out on the street? A bunch of, you know, young migrants, you know, single-aged men. What do you think they're going to do when they get kicked out? Because they're not going to kick out the woman, and they're not going to kick out the woman with children. They're going to kick out the single men. You know, what do you think is going to happen? The men are going to be resentful, and they're going to go out and they're going to, you know, wreak havoc on these streets. You know, see, that's I knew that was going to happen. I knew he was going to come out here, and then he was going to peter out. That shows you ain't got the spirit on you, man, because, you know, you come out here with this nonsense. I just want to get a good laugh looking at this stuff, because I want to get into all this, man. The mark of the 10, like I'm gonna rebuke you heavy, dude. I'm gonna make a video about you. I'm gonna find your YouTube channel. Hold on, let me see if I could screen cap this. If I could screen cap this, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna screen cap this. I'm gonna get on you, bro. It's over for you, man. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna get on you. I might just replay the video itself, and kind of edit it and whatever. But I'm gonna get on this weird stuff you're coming out with, man. And Jesus Christ shall send me to visit each and every one of you. That's not even the name, man. Oh my gosh. And I wasn't even gonna go into the name with that guy, because go back to what I was going into. Right, so this is naturalnews.com, another article. Dollar Tree announces plans to close 1,000 stores due to inflation and retail theft. So we know that Rite Aids and pharmaceuticals, these different, you know, corner pharmacies, they've been closing down. You know, this article's gonna talk about how dollar deals have been closing down, and now Dollar Tree is closing down. We already know about Walmart, so it's getting worse, right? Verity chain, store chain Dollar Tree has announced plans to close 1,000 family Dollar Tree stores due to inflation and retail theft, right? Which the retail theft is getting so bad that, you know, people just come into these stores and they just fill up bags full of stuff and just walk right out, you know. And these companies are just, these guards, they're just not doing shit. You know, my aunt actually told me a story like that. She was like, we were just kind of like making small talk and whatever, and she told me that she once went to a Rite Aid, and the dude came in there with the Rite Aid, and he came in with like a laundry bag, and he just like went and grabbed everything off the shelf, threw it in the laundry bag, and walked right out. The security guard did nothing. You know, so that's what's going on in this country. People are just robbing these stores, and their guards are just standing around and letting it happen. You know, and it's only getting worse. You know, Dollar Tree CEO Vic Draylen confirmed the impending store closed on March 13th. About 600 family dollar stores will be closed in the first half of 2024, right? Because Dollar Tree acquired Family Dollar, not Dollar Deals, Family Dollar. We close in the first half of 2024, or roughly 370 Family Dollar stores will shut up permanently in the coming years. Drilling also noticed that 30 Family Dollar stores will be included in the second batch of closes, amounting to 1,000 locations shuttered. So that's what's gonna happen. You know, these companies are starting to close down. Let's lock it for the noise. This fucking Arab in his music, bro. He keeps fucking playing this shit. You know? Right? Family Dollar is a victim of the macro environment out there, said Drellin, who was a former CEO of the rival chain Dollar General. He also cited the still rising levels of inventory loss and theft. As additional closures, Dollar Tree hired Drellin in 2023 to lead the latest turnaround effect, according to the Wall Street Journal. Right? So, what does this one sound like, right? We can go ahead. This is the book of, Exodus the 15, verse 19. I don't think I've read this one yet, but I'll go into it again. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, with these stores closing down, it's just going to create more of a lack of bread. And, you know, a lot of people actually, it's getting so bad that people actually depend on Dollar Tree for their food. You know, people actually depend and buy groceries from Dollar Tree, you know, and dollar deals, or was it? I think it's Dollar Tree, you know. That's how bad it's getting in this country. So we don't really need to go any more into that article. We can go into a different article about this New York City. So we're gonna get into this New York City local news now. You know, this is the real news. Right, 2 injured in Thompson Square Park shooting, NYPD. Right, they haven't released the identity of the person who did the shooting. He was apparently in a fight, and then he shot 2 people that had nothing to do with the fight. So we don't know. It could be a migrant, and that's why they're hiding it or something. Or we don't know. Right? Let's get the trains. There we go. This is the article that I want to talk about. This isn't anything new. But here's one. This is Gothamist.com. The NYPD sees more than 6,000 illegal guns in a year. Here are 5 takeaways. Right, and this is right here in New York City, man. This is our you know, right here, our place where we are at right here. You know, we got the main camp. We got me. You know, you got a couple other brothers out there too. They're pushing out this word. That GMS affiliate. They're right here in our backyard. So a long way to city report shared exclusively with Gothamists provides new information about what types of illegal guns police are seizing and where. The data comes after the New York City Council passed a bill in 2022 requiring the Mayor's Office of Criminal Justice and the NYPD to report annually on all the guns police seized in a given year, including whether a gun was connected to a crime, where the gun came from, and whether the person who sold it was licensed. The inaugural report's goal is to learn more about the weapons driving gun violence in the city and find ways to prevent it. Here are 5 takeaways from the data. You know, and I believe I saw something, you know, on the internet, a video where I think in the train station alone, the police, you know, were able to collect 1,000 guns just by doing their bag searches. Right, so most of the guns seized were not connected to a crime. The report examined 6,242 firearms police seized between July 2020 and December 2021. This is a little old. About a third of them had been used in a crime, and 2/3 had not. The guns that had not been used in a crime, including those seized from people who did not have a license to possess a firearm, and weapons that people voluntarily turned over to law enforcement at gun buybacks. This was only about 4 years ago, but now they're starting to push this stuff out. So who knows how many guns are out here now, right? So police cracked down hard, particularly on illegal guns in East Harlem. The precinct with the most guns seized overall was the 23rd precinct in East Harlem. Police took 330 guns off the streets between July 20 and December 2021. About 9% of them were connected to a crime other than illegal possession, the data shows. Right? So think about how many more guns, how many more illegal guns are out here on the street right now. Now as you have, you know, these migrants coming to the country, think about how many more guns are going to start appearing on these streets, you know? And then you got to think about the Chinese, you know, and all this stuff. You know, how are they able to, you know, do like a 7,000-mile trip, however many miles it is, very far trip, and make it over here without all getting killed, you know? The government is behind it, you know? You know, I've read other stuff where they believe that those guys are military, which I believe in, you know? Or maybe they're traveling with military, because you know, you see like little girls and shit on there, little girls and shit on there too. So, just wanted to go into that one. So, and they did all that shit back in 2020, 2021. How much more worse do you think it is now? Let's go look up this whole Haitian invasion by the gangs, and then we'll talk about there's an article in particular that I'm looking for. This is a opinion piece. Haitian gangs. You can go into this one. Wait, no, this is from 2023. Now they're saying to lie that Haitians are performing cannibalism out there. I think they actually are, though. I don't think this article is correct. So, Haiti invasion, U.S. national security threat. Oh my gosh, goddamn dude, this fucking music. You didn't used to be there before. Opinion Haitians with international help is done the right way. Let me see. I can't remember which news site I saw it. Yeah, here we go. It's Fox. Alright, so we'll go into this one, this article next. Once it loads. This is foxnews.com. U.S. national security faces major risks as gangs battle for control over Haiti. You know, so these different Haitian gangs we know are fighting in Haiti right now. But you know, it's uproars of the people, you know, which is all prophecy. These events were going to take place on the planet Earth. Let's see here. This one's kind of taking a long time to load here. We can honestly, okay, of course this is going to ask for me to subscribe, which I'm not. White scoops. This is old. This one's from 2023, so here we go. I'll read this one. It's loaded. So this is foxnews.com. U.S. national security faces major risks as gang battle for control over Haiti. I feel that at some point we're going to see boots on the ground that are not Kenyan. Right? I don't know the connection between Kenya and Haiti. Maybe they work together. Oh, you gotta fucking sign up for this bullshit? I'm not buying their goddamn news. You can just, because I've read this on the train on the way over here and it worked just fine, but you'll have to ask you for money. So here you go. CO County Radio. I don't know what that is, but this is Seeks County Radio. Okay, we're gonna link you to the other site. Exports warn. Let me see. I'm honestly gonna. I might actually have to skip this if they're all asking for money here. You know, if this doesn't work out, I'll just get on this guy and his goofy cursed doctrine that he came up with. He literally made it up. Right. So foxnews.com. Now it works. So as Haiti continues to struggle with rampant gang violence and with sudden resident. Oh yeah. So pretty much now it's not working again. All right. Fuck this. I'm just gonna look up Haiti gang takeover news because this is getting kind of annoying. Let's get behind Haiti violence, smuggled guns from the United States. So a lot of news coming out of Haiti right now. While we wait for this to load, we'll get into the second Ezra, the 6th chapter. Kind of work our way down from there. This is second Ezra chapter 9 and 1. And he answered me then and said, you'll change the Uriel, talking Ezra, while they were still in Babylon, by the way. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand this very same time that in the highest we begin to visit the world which he made, right? We measure the scriptures, through the book. That's how we measure the time, Look around, we actually watch by watching the news, and we bring out the scriptures. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? So that's what it is. Look, there's something about uproars of people in the world in this chapter, but maybe I would have been wrong. Oh yeah, there's been to see earthquakes, uproars of people in the world. So that's what we're seeing right here. This is the uproar of the people. They're out here and they're fighting against the government, which this stuff has been non-stop with Haiti. This stuff going on with Haiti. We've been hearing about shit like this going on since last year. They'll come in, intermittently in the news. You hear about stuff in other parts of the world too. All the stuff going across the Middle East and people having these huge protests in Turkey and shit. So Haiti's hospitals survived cholera and COVID. Gangs are closing them. Many hospitals in Haiti's capital have been, the capital in Port-au-Prince, have been looted by gangs or abandoned by their staff amid the violence. Some are open but too dangerous for people in need of care to reach. Manasseh, right, a 29-year-old culinary student in Haiti, lost her balance at school one day this month and toppled over, but it was not until she hit the ground that she realized she had been hit in the face by a stray bullet. It left a small hole in her cheek, just missing her jawbone and teeth. Unlike many Haitians wounded by gunfire in the middle of a vicious gang takeover of the capital, Port-au-Prince, Miss Sinatus was actually lucky that day. She made it to a clinic, but she is still in pain. Her wounds swelling and she cannot get any release. With more and more hospitals and clinics abandoned by staff or looted by gangs. My teeth hurt, she said. I can feel something is wrong. A gang assault in Haiti's capital has left an already weak healthcare system in tatters. More than half of the medical facilities in Port-au-Prince in a large region called Artibonite, are closed, but are now operating at full capacity, experts said, because they're too dangerous to reach. All the medicine supplies have been stolen. Right, so these hospitals in Haiti are getting looted by different gangs. So it's really going down out here, right? We can go ahead and go into precepts. I think I have a good idea where I want to go. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This known also in the last days, perilous times shall come. Alright, so perilous times mean times that are full of peril, times that are full of evil. That's what we're seeing right here, These gangs taking over Haiti and shit, rampant crime. Florida is over here, and they're now making moves to to take anyone who tries to come over to the United States to South Florida on boats coming from Haiti or anywhere else, but focusing on Haiti, they're going to turn them back. You know, why do you think that's happening? Because now the U.S. government is starting to fear. You know, Biden opened the borders, and now they're all afraid. You know, they're afraid of what is going to come. You know, but it's not going to help, right? I could just stick to the stuff that I know off the back, so I could just pull it out real quick while I'm here. Just go ahead and get the Give me a quick second. I know what I want to go ahead and get. Second Timothy, Hebrews. I can't find here. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. This is something I've been going into a lot lately. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Alright, so that's what's going on. Right? These are evil. It's the book of Matthew 24 and 6. We should hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Exactly. So all these things must come to pass. Wars, rumors of wars, these things that we're hearing about, you know, on the news, you know, these things must come to pass, but don't be troubled by this, man. You know, we're not troubled by all this shit happening to Haiti. Now how these illegal immigrants are gonna come from Haiti and probably bring a bunch of crime and shit, you know, or how, you know, this new ruling, which I think was done by the New York Supreme Court, how this is all gonna lead to, you know, rampant crime happening in the city. You know, it's just only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And it's not going to get any better. Right? Verse 7. The nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's what we're seeing. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, all these wars and shit. And now we're hearing about it in Haiti. You know, where these people... I actually did a straight up government coup. The prime minister, I can't remember his name, but the prime minister of Haiti, he straight up quit. He was like, hell with that, you know? I could have went to Amos 5 as well. I actually forgot about that. I just wanted to get stuff real quick. And that dude came on here with his bullshit, distracted me with his made up doctrine. Dude literally sat there and made that shit up. You see the defiled bread we go into. Defiled. So it says, let's get the word defiled. If I can find what it is I'm exactly looking for. The Haitian shitburgers. So, let's see, Isaiah, Jeremiah. What the fuck was this? His name is wife. There's something that goes into the defiled bread. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 12. Yeah, verse 10. Right? And that meat which thou shalt eat by weight 20 shekels a day from time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt also drink water by measure 6 parts of a hin from time to time shalt thou drink. And that's prophecy of our days nowadays. You know, we have to drink water bottles and things like that, but we used to have our own water. You know? Thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in your sight. And that, yeah, you gotta think about that too. We also pay for like water bills and shit. We gotta have like tap water and shit and showers. You know, we used to have cisterns and our own wells and get like groundwater. You know, Esau has no right to be selling no damn water. And so, get it? I just want to see if there's anything extra. So yeah, so Ezekiel's open message to the exiles. We're hoping for a speedy return to Jerusalem. This graphic, one that Jerusalem was about to be destroyed. That will soon be joined by the other captives, that the captivity will last at least 40 years. 40 years are meant to be a round number denoting a great, denoting a generation, right? Let's see here. So the pivot centers around. Yes, he's pretty much around before the destruction of Jerusalem, and it seems during it as well, right? Some of the captives have already been there 14 years. 6 more years. Jerusalem was burned. From that time on, the captivity lasted 15 years. Right? Yeah, it's for 290 years for Israel's iniquity, 4 and 5. Oh, this is other stuff. They're going off here. The sign of famine. Ezekiel lived on loathsome bread. Throughout the siege, he lay on one side, either continually or for the other part of the day, which with famine diet meant great discomfort. When the siege is finished, he is commanded, as in chapter 5, right? When the siege is finished, as a further symbol of the fate of Jerusalem's inhabitants, to shave off his hair or to burn part of it and scatter the rest of the winds, as he cut off part of his hair, you know? Which, you know, they talk about the guys pulling off their beards whenever they're, you know, upset or whatever. Verse 6, chapter 6 and 7, I saw a dirge of destruction, desolation of the land of Israel. The main point the Jews would, by his terrible punishment, come to know that God is God. Exactly. So, they were already taken down by this point when you read the book of Ezekiel. I didn't know that. I haven't read the entire book yet. Right? Back to the context, right? Verse 12, thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. Right? Which is what happened. You know, and that actually happened back then too when we were driven to Babylon. You know, we had to eat whatever they gave us. You know, we were eating stuff that was offered up unto idols. You know, which we weren't supposed to be doing. You know? That's how people fell off in a big way. The whole thing with the barley cakes is done. That one's focusing on Levi. Because Levi nowadays is doing that same thing. So it's like things that happened back then, you know, history repeating itself, you know, with these curses, you know. So even in periods less of people, the public health system was already in shambles, but now hospitals run by humanitarian groups and churches that many nations depend on are closing one by one. Right, so the state university hospital, the country's largest public hospital, is closed. Blood supplies are running low. Fuel to run generators is hard to come by. Because of street violence, clinics that remain open cannot transfer patients needing more sophisticated treatment. Doctors also predict a sharp rise in maternal and infant deaths as thousands of women will be compelled to give births at home in the coming weeks. All right, so all hell is breaking loose down here, man. Haiti's public health system has responded in recent years to repeated emergencies from its devastating earthquake in 2010 to hurricanes to COVID to cholera and Zika. The strain has all been fraying the city's foundation. All right, so the Lord's been bringing judgment on Haiti heavy, man. You know, ever since the Haitian Revolution, we had the rise of this whole sellout class and shit. You know, Haiti's done for, dude. Straight up. You know, and that's all because of the witchcraft that Haiti's known for, man. You can just go ahead and get into that. Get into the prophecies. This is Genesis chapter 49 and 5. Simeon and Levi, brethren, instruments of cruelty, are in their habitations. Right? You know, they use that violence against each other, you know, so-called Dominican situation. Oh, my soul, come not down to the secret, into the assembly, mine honor, be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their well they dig down a wall, right? You know, the whole thing with the anger, that goes back to back then. They killed that Canaanite, you know, when you go into scriptures who raped Dinah. Right, and their secret is talking about their witchcraft. You know, Dominicans have Santeria, and the Haitians, they got their voodoo. Right, verse 7, cursed be their anger, for it is fierce, and their wrath is cruel. I'll divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Exactly. You know, that's what happened. You know, they were out there in that island. You know, the Haitians were dragged off to you know, Haiti, wherever they were first. In Africa, right? So that's the curses that were brought upon them. Right? Poor patients cannot afford to pay for services, further crippling chronically underfunded hospitals, making it difficult to purchase needed items. Before gangs took control of Port-au-Prince, the hospital still closed the door from time to time because doctors would go on strike to protest rampant kidnappings targeting medical professionals. Exactly. So, like, damn, it's really going down here in Haiti. It's really getting rough. You know. Let's get into some more precepts around here. Get to 2 the 14th chapter.
You got a light, brother?
Huh?
You got a light?
Nah, brother, I don't smoke, bro. Book of 2nd Edges, chapter 14, verse 10, for 9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and will such as be like thee until the times be ended. You know, pretty much as he's gonna die, go to the spirit world, reincarnate. You know, that's what happens when you go into spiritual world. You go back, you be with you know, with Yahweh Shai. That's another scripture I could have brought to that demon, dude. Wesley Curry, man. Wait till I get home, bro. I'm gonna get on you, dude. As soon as I get home, I'm turning on the camera. I'm gonna get on you, dude. Straight up. You know, I screen cap some of this stuff. Or maybe I'll get on you tomorrow, you know. I'm gonna wait for this live to upload because the live take a million years to upload because they got shitty internet. Right? Verse 10, the Lord had lost his youth in the world, and the times begin to wax old. Which was happening. Right? Skipping on down to verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter. Right? That's one of the evils that you're seeing right now, man. Gangs taking over a whole nation, taking over the capital of Haiti. You know, this is only the beginning of more evils that you're going to see upon the world. You know? And it has bad implications for the United States. It has security, national security threats. You know, that's what they're classifying it as. You know, so that's pretty much everything. You know, I want to go into. I went into a whole lot of news, whole lot of scriptures. You know, I had to deal with this dude over here. You know, but as always, you know, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Once again, another double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone GMS, do rule and teach well. That's pretty much it. Shalom.